Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Scorpio. It is a general reading. That being said, it may or may not resonate with you. If it doesn't sound like it is your story, check your other placements. Your messages could be there. I have the cross and I have the ways. The cross did fall in the reverse, and so I think we'll begin there. This is about somebody who wishes to unburden themselves, okay, to get something off their chest, or to deal with something that has been haunting them, something they've been carrying for a long time. Now, the cross can be about sacrifice and pain. It is about suffering. Some perhaps trauma. It is also destiny and fate. Now, it is not just about minor or short-term troubles. This is about some type of long-term damage, emotional burdens and scars that don't heal very easily. You know, it's the things that stay with you. It's the things that you've had to leave behind. It's the emotional baggage you carry, and the marks that leaves on your psyche, you know, by the painful experiences that you've had throughout your life, you or they. Fate and destiny are also represented by the cross, and this is about someone or something that keeps returning to you in life, except that the cross is in the reverse, so they have not returned. This could be about maybe even breaking a pattern of some or a cycle. It could be that somebody is now confronting their personal demons with regards to some buried pain or long-term damage, in order to free themselves. Something most likely that this person has been avoiding for a long time, they will now be confronting. It's like their tower moment. It feels like they might feel inside like they're falling apart. There's a very, with the ways, it's like, okay, you've hit this crossroads, and that's it. You need to choose. Now is the time to choose. You know, you can stay and continue in this energy with, running and avoiding things and living in fear. Or you can stand and face those fears and, find a way to deal with them, to accept what has happened, and to make your load much lighter. This is with the ways and emotional crossroads. It is about a choice. It is presenting you with a decision. So if you have not yet had to face this, this is something that will be coming in for you during this time period. And it is telling you to choose wisely. Why? Because with the ways, there's a sense of finality to it, okay? Which is not necessarily a bad thing. The thing, basically what it's saying, because and I say that because you may be letting go of something that you really need to let go of. So in that sense, it's not a bad thing, it's a good thing. But what it means is that once you select a path, it's unlikely you will have the opportunity, or it's unlikely that you will go back. Okay? Um, it's unlikely that you would be able to re-choose, you see. So they say to choose wisely. And so somebody here is looking at memories, um, most likely to make this decision. And there she is, studying a relationship that fell apart and trying to understand it. She faces the past, so this is something that's already happened, and she is looking at the moon and a decision again, you see. So she's in the dark here, pretending everything is okay to the world when it's not, when inside I feel like they're falling apart. It can be with the moon sitting just like smack in the center of this, emotion could be getting in the way. I think if this person really wants to see and to understand, they may have to step away from it so that they can see. Step away from the emotion. Calm the mind and connect to the divine, and then listen carefully. Watch for the signs. Looking at the details of okay, so the attention here, this person's attention, their focus is on a cup that most likely they turned down themselves. Why? Because these cards would say that at the time they were not ready. You know, the tower is happening for a reason, and typically there is a silver lining. Now let's remember that fate and destiny are involved with the crossroads. They're very, very focused here on yeah, on a past cycle, on a wish, or even a sign. They're looking for a sign. They're looking for hope. They want this cycle, this current cycle they're in, they want it to end. They want to understand. They want hope. They want to feel hope. Hope that they can release the burdens. Hope that they can end this cycle. So already this is a good sign because they want to end this cycle. You know, the desire is the first thing. The awareness, the desire. Shedding light. Okay, so here they are. They're in solitude here. Okay, so this person is feeling alone. They are sitting in silence, possibly withdrawing from the world, but yet pretending that everything is okay, you know. So they're not talking about their feelings to anyone. There's inner struggles here. Here they are with the candle, trying to shed light on the tombstone. And here they are alone. Okay, so the castle and the solitude are matching up. This is somebody alone, feeling lonely. These cards are basically the same. So for me, it's like confirmation that this person is trying to find the answers. They're trying to find hope in their situation with this tombstone. They're trying to figure out what needs to go. There's something, what they want to know is if they can bring something back to life. It is about hope and renewal. There's a light on this tombstone. Um, when it comes to relationships, receiving this card um, can indicate that it's time to look at yourself and the relationship and to do an assessment, which is, what they're doing. It may indicate that it is time to leave some past issues behind, okay? Their focus is very much on making movement to close the distance, to have some or to progress, to work towards something that would make them very happy, a happy event here in the future. So they're looking to the past for a decision for the future or for something that is greatly desired for the future. This is wanting a cycle to end. They're seeking a direction, okay, with someone from the past. They're seeking a direction here. See, something from the past is haunting them. Maybe they said something and ended it very abruptly. Maybe in the past they were not willing to listen or to understand. And this could have left the other person betrayed. The fact that it's in the reverse, whatever they said or did, it would be haunting them. And so this could be their worry about, whether or not there would be another chance. But I mean, this in the same breath is also the problem, But I mean, why did they feel the way that they did at that time? What brought that about? What experience? Because there was some long-term damage this person has had that caused them to react that way. That is the problem. That's where they need to look. And that may be what they're not seeing because maybe they have blocked it emotionally. You see? It all ties in. So it makes sense that they would have to step away from that and stand on the outside looking in to see the problem. And they have to want to face this. Their mind is very busy going over the past and going over what was lost, you see. So you share a history with this person, but this can also speak to a deep history, and this could be what they're looking at. There's something in the past that this person is missing, not seeing, or they have blocked it out. That is preventing them from being able to work with somebody else and to build something. You see, it's information that is hidden from them, but it is by choice whether they realize it or not. They may not realize it. It is where the attention needs to go because it is repeating throughout their life. So they need to look back at this history, see with the comb, and untangle things. And there you have the skull again. Not again, excuse me, the skull and the tombstone. I'm thinking they're the same, but they're actually separate things. But the skull is about, clearing the headspace, okay? Because in clearing the headspace, in shedding these skeletons of the past that are haunting them or that they've tucked away into the dark corners, I don't want to look at you right now, right? It causes them to be fearful. It causes them to uh, it causes them to become very protective of themselves. It's like it causes them, there's a certain bitterness here, so it may cause them to react badly or make wrong decisions. So it's like, instead of following their heart or going, with the flow of things, these bad memories, these scars, these festering wounds, direct them down the wrong path. And so this is why the headspace needs to be cleansed. They need to step away from these emotions, and I would suggest some meditation and connection to the divine, and ask for signs, ask for a way, ask them to show you what you need to see, so that you don't make another, wrong choice here, so that you can proceed towards your happiness. There's a lesson, there's something here you need to learn. I say wrong choice, but it's not a wrong choice, because every choice teaches us something, is what they're saying. But why choose this road that is painful and is full of suffering, when you can choose this other road that could lead you to your 10 of Cups? And all you have to do to turn in this direction towards your happiness, all you have to do is face these fears and release yourself. Face these fears, and facing these fears, you'll see what has to go. You'll see the root issue here. And so, I mean, fitting the pieces together about being able to work with somebody, there's something that you weren't understanding. It is that root issue. You do have everything it takes. Right now it feels like everything is up in the air, but you have another opportunity here, and it's with the ways. You have another opportunity. This is fate. This is destiny with the cross. Be very, very careful that you don't walk away from this. They're telling you, choose wisely here. Don't make these abrupt decisions. Think about this. Step away from it. Okay? Look at the root issue, so you don't have to repeat that. So that you'll have what you need in order to proceed towards the 10 of Cups. For a long time, this person was silent. They're about to talk. There's a message being sent, or this could be a response to a message. It all ties in and has to do with healing. But somebody is returning. Somebody is returning to you. Conversation, communication is needed to understand something. This could also be the truth behind why someone was living in silence. All right, so protection. This card actually is what needs to change. It's what they were doing. They threw up a wall or had their guard up. They were always thinking that somebody had a hidden agenda because there was long-term damage. It's why they were thinking of that, because that comes from some long-term damage, something they experienced that really, really hurt them. Always playing their cards close to their chest, not talking. The death card sits right next to it. That needs to go. It's time to face this. You know, transformation is not always easy. It can be painful, but in the end, it is so worth it. It is so beautiful, the new life afterwards. Death is the winter of things. It's part of the cycle of life. Regardless how this presents itself, it is necessary. When you receive it, you're reminded that all things have their season. You know, take courage, surrendering to this death of whatever this is. Know that in time you will be blessed with new life. Endings always point to fresh new beginnings. Now you have the eagle. Oh, look at that. Forgiveness. Excuse me. This could be, I see the dragon is here too, so there could be a courage is needed to forgive oneself or to forgive another. Now, the eagle is your connection to the divine, and that's what I see. You're going to need to connect to the divine here because emotions are getting in the way and keeping you in the dark about, you know, what needs to be done or what you need to look at. Or how you need to look at things, actually, because the eagle soars up in the sky to get the larger vista. The eagle helps you make your choices accordingly and with integrity. When you pray, they will always answer. It is time, it is saying, for a moment of conscious contact with the divine. They're going to guide you. That is exactly what I was saying. The eagle will also ask you to look at the bigger picture and don't get too caught up in the tiny, unimportant aspects of life. So this person could be very prone to nitpicking, you know, looking at the tiny little details. Oh my goodness, look at that. The question mark. So, the question that you have on your mind is going to be answered very, very soon. For whoever this is, for you or them, you are being asked to connect to the divine. They're going to guide you through this because you're not seeing what you need to see, but they're going to help you. Okay? Because this is, oh God, it's like, I'm going to say it's like a faded crossroad. You really need their help in making this decision, I feel, because there will not be any going back. That is what I have for you. I thank you for watching. for liking and for sharing my videos and for subscribing. Also, thank you to everyone who has sent in a donation. It is greatly appreciated. Many blessings to all of you.